Hey, what's up? My name is Kjartan. Come from Norway. And now I'm making this video for you about eyesight and vision improvement. I've been improving my vision for about a year now, and it's improved quite a bit. That's kind of hard for some people to believe. But eyesight improvement is real. Exercises do work, and anyone can do them. Before starting doing eyesight exercises, I actually discovered it 2 or 3 years before I started doing the exercises. I'm a pretty open-minded person, so I became very interested in it and read a lot about it. I read this book by Dr. William H. Bates, which was very interesting. He had some wonky ideas, but interesting nonetheless. And I always planned to, someday I'm going to improve my vision. I didn't want to wear my glasses, and I didn't want to get eye contacts or get LASIK or anything. It was like, someday I'm going to improve my vision. But I never did it. I was such a dabbler that I just never committed to it, and therefore I didn't even know whether it worked or not. I was very doubtful whether it worked or not. But that changed about a year ago when I got a job working as a telephone interviewer, and sitting there between calls, I would do this one exercise. There was a lot of downtime, so I did this exercise a lot, and after only a week, with like 2 or 3 work days, I noticed a distinct improvement in my vision. And I was like, damn, my vision is better. It works. And I was like, cool. Let's do this. So about a month or 2 after that, I really committed to doing exercises, and been doing them daily since then. And I've been doing them now for maybe 11, almost 12 months, maybe. And my vision is a lot better. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you how I did it, what I did, and how you can do it. So the first thing you want to do is get rid of your old bad vision habits and implement new ones. That being, first of all, relaxing your eyes. My eyes were not relaxed at all. They were very tense. And I don't mean my eyes, I mean the muscles around my eyes. They were very tense all the time, and I had no idea. I had to close my eyes and just completely relax my face, and just notice whether there wasn't any tension there, and just drop it. In the beginning, when I did this, I noticed that I was almost all the time tense around my eyes, and I had no idea. You can't really feel it unless you pay attention to it. So after a few months of doing that, naturally my eyes are way more relaxed now. They're pretty much relaxed all the time, and I don't have to worry about it that much. But in the beginning, I had to change that and make it a habit so that my eyes are relaxed. So that's something you want to do. You should never ever squint, by the way. Never squint to see something. You should never strain to see something that you can't. You should always accept what you see. And if you need to see it, you can move closer. Or if it's like an important situation, you can squint, I guess. You can make a little make a little tiny hole with your hand and look through it, which makes everything clearer. I can see pretty damn clear, like that. And the next habit that you should implement is, while doing near work, close work, meaning looking at a computer or reading, you want to, every 5 or 10 minutes, look away into the distance and blink once or twice. Or actually, just blink however many times you like. Actually, you should blink a lot. A lot of people don't blink enough, and that's not good. You should be blinking at least once every 5 seconds, I think that it is. Yeah. And I don't think I'm very good at blinking enough, but I try my best. And then, yeah, we have the 4 exercises that I've done. The first one is the bread and butter of vision improvement. It is palming. Palming is where you put both your hands over your eyes like this, the other one, and you just envision total blackness and relax your eyes. You can also use a sleep mask if you're lazy like me. I'm too lazy to hold my hands up, so I got a sleep mask to do it. Now, how this works is that by seeing complete and total blackness, it's actually pretty hard in the beginning. In the beginning, you see like all these colors and like shapes and stuff, but over time they will go away. And the more you practice this, the more blackness you will see. And the more blackness, the better, because when you see total blackness, your eyes are more relaxed. It's actually your retinal cells that become relaxed. Your retinal cells in the back of your eyes, they are the ones they're responsible for, they get hit by light and they send the message back to the brain of what color they are seeing. They're the rods and cones, right? So by seeing total blackness, you're actually relaxing them maximally. They're totally relaxed when they see total blackness. And this is why we do this exercise. Somehow, this makes them better. I'm not sure how, but yeah, it makes them better. And you see things more clearly. Colors are vivid also. This is very strange and interesting, but colors, for me, seem way more vivid after doing a lot of palming. It sounds very strange, but yeah. You should palm every day, and palm after every other exercise. That's the typical way of doing it. I palm at least 20 minutes a day because I combine it with meditation. Now, while I meditate, I'm actually focusing on my breath and not seeing total blackness, but I still wear the eye mask and see complete darkness. So I'm pretty sure that it works for my vision improvement also. And I also palm now and then throughout the day, just to relax my eyes a bit. And the next exercise that I've done is called shifting. Shifting is an exercise that I got from Yoga for Your Eyes. I will link Yoga for Your Eyes. It's by Mir Schneider. It's this funky dude who was born pretty much blind, but got his vision back doing exercises. So this exercise involves looking at the smallest detail you can and looking at another point, another point, another point. Basically shifting your vision around an object, for instance. This might be a little hard to grasp, so I'm going to link this article by this dude named David, and he seems to know a lot about it. I read his article, and it was very good, and actually helped me with my shifting. For instance, with shifting, you want to look from, if you were to look at a square, like if you were to shift around this thing I have here on my wall, you would look at this corner, that corner, that corner, that corner, that corner. So you're basically tracing around it, but you don't want to move your vision slowly across like the border. You want to look at the point, 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 point. But you can look halfway too if you want to. Just look at a different point, and you want to be constantly shifting, not straining to see what you can't see, but just accepting what you can see. And as your vision improves, you can look at smaller details, such as this thing in the middle here. You can shift around the thing, shift around the ball, and then, yeah. And that is shifting. Shifting is the exercise that I did at my work between calls, and which made my vision better after just a week. So I'm 100% sure that shifting works, and I'm also 100% sure that palming works. And next is a very funky exercise called sunning. Sunning is an exercise where you expose your eyes to sunlight or actually not totally, because your eyes are closed. You look straight at the sun, and you close your eyes, and you look left and right, aiming to do 180 degrees, maybe even turning your torso also to do it. And you do that for a while, maybe a few minutes, and then you will palm a few minutes, and then you do it again, eyes closed, completely relaxed, noticing. And this is you should read Mir Schneider's book to know how to do this exactly, but it's a good exercise. It's helped me with my sunlight sensitivity. My eyes used to be really sensitive to lights, but it's helped a lot with that. And I'm not 100% sure whether it actually improves your vision, but it does definitely decrease your sensitivity, your eye sensitivity to sunlight. So that's something that I do it for. And the last exercise that I've done is the peripheral exercise, also from Yoga for Your Eyes. It involves blocking your middle field of vision, looking straight forward, and stimulating the sides of your vision, usually by turning your head and moving something like your fingers. I do this usually, or just move them up and down, whatever. You can do whatever you want. You can wave like a piece of paper, just stimulating your peripheral vision. Now, the way they do it in Yoga for Your Eyes is that they stick a piece of paper on their nose, but I found that hard to do. So what I did was I found this old headband, I put it on like this, and then I cut out these pieces of paper, which I would stick underneath, and which would block out my field of vision in the middle. Like that. So I would do that. I cut out 3 pieces of paper, smallest one, and then the biggest one. Starting out doing this exercise, using the largest piece of paper, I could just barely see anything on the sides. And when I started this exercise, I thought that my peripheral vision was excellent. I thought it was maxed out. I thought I couldn't see anything more, but as I did this exercise, and I haven't even done this exercise that many times, maybe 30 times in total, and the results are crazy. Your field of vision literally expands to the sides as your, I guess it's the retinal cells responsible for your peripheral vision that become stimulated so much. They get kind of exercised, and because of that, apparently they get better, stronger. I don't know, but you can see more to the sides, and it's awesome. I love it. It's like my vision is more panoramic right now than it used to be. So yeah, using this, at first I could only see a tiny bit on the sides, but now I can see like so much more. I can see a bunch. I mean, I can see my door. I can see it's open. I can see into the bathroom to my right. I can see my window to the left, and the curtains. Like, I wouldn't be able to do that before. So yeah, that's an exercise I like a lot. Those are the exercises that I've used. Mainly those. There's some others, but I haven't used them that much. But I can vouch for these 4 exercises: palming, shifting, sunning, and the peripheral exercise. They are the bomb diggity. There are a bunch of other vision improvement programs and products out there, and I'm sure a lot of them work. Maybe some of them aren't as effective. I don't know. I haven't tried them out. But this is something that works. There's so many skeptics who don't believe in this. Like, they won't accept it. For some reason, it's just so hard for people to accept that this actually is a reality, that you can improve your vision. I've told I actually refrain. I avoid telling people about this because People think I'm weird. People don't believe in it. I told my parents before I started out doing these exercises, like, I'm planning on improving my vision with the exercises, and they didn't even answer me. They didn't comment or anything. They just kind of looked away, and I could tell, like, like, oh yeah, it's pretty obvious they thought it was total bullshit, because they both have pretty bad eyesight, and yeah, they're a little old. They're over 50, so they're so ingrained in that reality that you can't improve your vision naturally. So an idea like that, it just doesn't compute. They won't accept it into their reality. It messes with their reality, basically. Now they actually believe in it because my vision has improved. Vision improvement is the thing about vision improvement is that it is slow. It is slow, tedious progress, and that is why a lot of people. I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't actually do this. People are lazy, and people won't actually try and do them for a while to figure out if it actually works before dismissing it as some stupid idea. I've done it for about a year now, and my vision has improved from about -3 to -2. And that's not an amazing difference, but it is, for me, it's an amazing difference. I mean, I see way better than I used to, and I'm very appreciative of that. But I'd still like to improve it more, and it's going to take time. You're basically transforming your eyes, and it's just like normal exercise. You can't go to the gym for a month and expect to be like this bodybuilder beefy dude. I mean, it takes time, it takes work, just like anything else. It's almost like you're learning a skill, the skill of seeing. And learning any skill takes time. You have to practice. And that means that if you are planning on doing this, you have to commit. This is not easy. This takes time. It is actually very, very easy, the exercises. I mean, I would describe them. But it is not easy because it takes so much time, work, and effort. You have to commit if you want this. It all comes down to how bad you want it. And I wanted it pretty badly. I did not want to get laser surgery. And I hate wearing my glasses, so yeah. I don't want to wear glasses. I don't want to be dependent on these little things, these stupid little things that I have to put on my head. I mean, do you think cavemen wore glasses? What do you think cavemen did when they had shitty vision? Do you think they had shitty vision at all? Probably not, because we're not designed to be sitting and reading and shit. And that's one of the reasons why we do have develop bad vision. I think it was in China or somewhere that there were so many, I saw some statistic, but there were so many people now that were getting bad vision, and it was so much more than the previous generations. And it is because of what you do with your eyes. It's bad vision habits. So yeah, it's something you have to work on. For anyone who wants to do this, good luck. I'm not saying you're going to need it, but you have to commit to it. You have to be dedicated. And I can tell you, it is worth it. It is free. It only takes time. And yeah, it's just awesome in general. If you have any questions at all, leave a comment, send me a message, and I will respond most likely. Because I like helping people out, and that's one of the reasons why I'm making this video. Or that is the reason I'm making this video. I'm giving back to the internet because I got all this information for free from the internet. So I'm just giving back, and I want to help out people. And I wish you the best. Bye.